Okay, cool. Hi, hi Lily. Hi Lillian. Hi Joshua. Okay, more are joining in right now. Okay, great, great, great. So thank you for taking your time for joining me on this Facebook Live. Okay, so how you guys doing? Great. If you are great, yeah, type the word great there. Okay, I've been told that some of the audience here logging in from very far from where I am right now. Could be the state or everything. No matter where you are, yeah. Thank you for joining me today. And today I'm going to share with all of you here something very interesting that I haven't shared before. Is about predicting your next big mistake. Okay, most of the time we talk about a positive thing, but I think that we also need to be real. We need to be realistic that in life is not just a bit of roses, isn't it? Right. So it's also we also need to be intelligent to know that that there are problems in life, right? Just like anyone, I don't care how rich you are, who you are, as long we are alive, we're going to get problems. So today, perhaps I'm going to use Parter to help you out here to anticipate, what kind of problems, yeah, that we could have. That by knowing that we can know how to actually avoid it. Okay, let me check here. There's something I need to address. Okay, some of you actually are logging in from different parts of the world, so and then also different platform. Okay, doesn't matter where you are. Okay, so as long as you can see me right now, it's considered good. So by the way, where are you guys from? Yeah, just take maybe a few minutes here to introduce yourself, perhaps, so I can know you guys better. Okay, so first of all, I see Joseph here. Joseph is greeting everyone from Florida. All right, hi Joseph. Okay, all right. So let's see here. Okay, we have Kwan Chan from Melbourne. Okay, welcome, Kwan Chan. Okay, so we have Lindsay from California. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, we have Tony from Singapore, Andrea from Romania. Okay, and BaZi from Indonesia, and much more. Okay, no matter where you are. Okay, welcome. And today I'm going to start soon. Yeah, while waiting, some people coming in. And by the way, you can help us here to spreading this information to more people by clicking the like and share button. Yeah, can you do this now? So more people will benefit from today's live session. Okay, because I seldom do Facebook Live, so I found that sometime I able to do it, so I decided to share some information to all of you here. Okay, great. So now, first of all, let me tell you what to expect from today's session. Okay, so today we're going to talk about several things, and if you're a beginner, I will say that you don't worry because what I'm going to share today is very is easy to understand, but it's also very powerful. Do you like something like this? A lot of people think complicated means more powerful. Actually, it's not. The most profound things in life actually is very simple. And as long we look into it, like for me, I study puzzle a lot. I start to discover a lot of dots, yeah, that we can connect to create certain results. For some of you are very new to this. Let me just share with you one thing first, right? So about who I am. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm specialized in Bazi, Feng Shui, Qingmen, Dunjia, date selection. This is what I do right now. This is a very different compared to what I did 10 years ago. Right? Before that, I was a programmer, IT programmer. I'm writing programs. And there are some twists of fate or event. I encountered these subjects that under the umbrella of Chinese metaphysics, like Bazi, Feng Shui, Qigmen. So from there, I get to use certain tools, and then it changed my life. All right, it changed my life from a struggling programmer, and right now I'm no longer a programmer. I'm a speaker, teacher, instructor, and an entrepreneur. You're focusing on using this tool to help people because I discover how it works, and it works for me. So I guess this is the time to share it. Okay, now um, I would say that A lot of people ask me when is the changing point or the tipping point of changing destiny. I think that is a valid question. For me, my main demarcation is about wealth. Okay, so from before that, I was struggling. Yeah, I'm heavily in debt. Then I see a great results after I applying this metaphysics, which I'm going to share with you later, to help me to solve all the debt problems and also get me something extra. Means like able to realize my dream to getting my own house, my own cars, and also have some form of security or reserve, so not only can support myself and also my family. I think a lot of people want to achieve this as well. So this is what I like to help people to achieve. So all of this here is come from a realization about how to use this astrology. The notion or the concept of astrology, at least the first impression is a lot got to do with prediction, right? You want to predict whether someone going to be wealthy or someone going to be happy or not. So 90% of the focus is on prediction. So I used to do that as well. I predict to a point that I'm becoming depressed. Okay, because when you do prediction, right, there's some element is not good, and then if you're not positive enough, all this information will blown out of proportion, and then you feel that your life is bad. And because if you want to find something bad about your astrology chart, I'm telling you, it's too easy to find it. Agree, guys? If you learned BaZi before, you can pinpoint so many area that is seems like it's bad. So my tipping point of using BaZi, or the point that when I start to get results, instead of focus a lot into prediction, I also start to focus more into creation. Yeah, that is a huge difference. Okay, so it took me a while, and then the whole thing just shifted like this. So now you might think, right? Okay, if you able to change your destiny, so what is that agent that lead to destiny changing? Okay, you learn something about BaZi, you know how to create something. Yeah, but what is the point that actually your life start changing? Okay, is it like 10 years or 5 years? A lot of people think a big change might need 10 years, or maybe 5 years, or maybe like 1 year. How fast then do you think you can change your destiny? Yeah, when I ask this question to my student and my client, and then when they hear my answer to this, a lot of people surprised. Yeah, I tell them basically it just took seconds, yeah, to change your life. And then the most I would say majority of them we actually flawed for a while, and then they say, how come it's just like few seconds? I thought it takes longer than that. You think about this, right? How long do you need to say the word I do? How long? How long? Few seconds, right? Don't you think your love life or your relationship or even your destiny change the moment you say I do? Normally, when will you say the word I do? Yeah, when you're about to get married, right? So don't you think that seconds of saying the word I do, yeah, will change the different course of your destiny? What if that point of time you change your mind? You say, I don't want this. Your life will change as well, right? So it only took seconds to do it. So let me give you an example here. Yeah, if you are working, yeah, let's say tomorrow, you go to your boss room, you bash into your boss room or your superior room, and then you scold your boss without any reason. Use the most hurtful words ever. Do you think your destiny will change as well? Guys, type the word yes if you think your destiny will change that way. Okay, all right, cool, right? So how long does it need for you to tell or to scold your boss? Okay, probably just few seconds and your destiny changed instantly. Okay, so therefore, the real agent to change your destiny is about decision. Yeah, you might need to write this down. I don't care how good your astrology chart is, or your BaZi, or your good feng shui. All of them is to help you to lead you to a point that you can say, I decide to do this. Yeah, that is the secret. Yeah, it's never about someone BaZi, it's what you do with it. So, and I know a lot of people say, the reason I learned BaZi because I want to know who I am, right? why I exist. Basically, they want to know their character. How many of you here actually this is your main reason on learning BaZi? You want to know who I am. Yeah, what is my talent? Type the word yes. Okay, so many yes here now. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think most of people that start with that first, right? So how about instead of focusing who you are, you're focusing on who you could become? Don't you think it's more empowering? I guess most of the time you know who you are, right? You live for so many years, right? Yeah, roughly you know your pattern, your character, your personality. Yeah, you just want some assurance or some excuse to continue to behave that way. Okay. Yeah, but the real powerful way of looking at your astrology chart is about looking at it in a way that you want to know who I could become in the future, how powerful I can become. Don't you think this one is more inspiring and even more beneficial? Okay, so that is when I start to see changes, when I stop asking just who I am, and I change it to who I can become in the future. And I use that direction, and then I took action that time, and then I start to see big changes happening. How many of you here agree with this concept about knowing who you could become? Okay, all right. So, and that's why during that time I changed and all these things. And from a programmer, I actually become an entrepreneur, speaker, and consultant and instructor. Yeah, so this is what I did right now, and very different from 10 years ago where I sitting in the office room and then I just writing codes. Okay, different world. Yeah, so this also give me a chance to actually speak for numerous organizations, spreading the information about feng shui and BaZi and Shimen and all those things. Okay, this is what I do. So I'm not asking you that you must be a speaker, because all of you here have different aspiration about who you want to become, right? So therefore, since the decision is so important, so I want to share with you first what are the three life-changing decisions. Okay, there you go. Yeah, what are the three life-changing decisions that you could make right now that change your life? How many of you want to know this? The three life-changing decisions. Okay, all right. So what are those? What are those? Okay, I'm going to share with you three here. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, get your notebook ready or whatever. Yeah, I want you to jot this down. All right. So because I got to do it quite random here. I don't have any notes right now, so I just say based on my knowledge and my understanding about life so far. Okay, so I think that like everyone else here, there are three things. If you can take care of this, I would say that we have a pretty good life. Okay, so what are the first one? I would say first decision, yeah, that you would like to make, yeah, today even now, is about prioritize your health. Okay, which means make health is your priority. A lot of people know health is important, right? But they just say it, they just know it intellectually, yeah, but they do nothing about it because they haven't made a decision to prioritize the health as number one priority. So if you're able to do this, let's say, right, don't you think your life will change? Yes, you have more energy, you're more positive, you're more durable in a way, right? Long lasting. Yeah, you can do more, can produce more, right? Because think about this, without health, right? No matter how rich you are or what kind of relationship you got, you cannot enjoy it. Agree or not? Okay, so that change itself will actually affecting the other area of your life. It's sort of like send a ripple effects, okay, to everything else, different aspect in your life. So therefore, yeah, if you're asking about what I can do right now, or is it and you don't know what to do, I know some of you say, Iverson, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. Why don't you make yourself healthier first? Because when you're healthy, you have more energy, you can attract more opportunities. Agree or not? Right? Otherwise, you're tired. I don't care how passionate you are. If you don't have energy, you cannot achieve anything. So therefore, this could be one of the decisions you can make today. All right. So, and the second one, The second life-changing decision that I think is super important is the decision to pursue lifelong learning. Is it important? Right? A lot of people stop their learning after they graduated from college or university. Right? And then that's why they're wondering how come they cannot catch up, even though they get the best results during their college time or their college or university time. Is because they stop learning, they stop growing. Okay, I don't care how good you are right now. Maybe you're at the top in your industry. The moment you stop learning, you stop upgrading, right? You are actually deteriorating. Do you guys agree? Right? Because universe favors growth. Universe favors innovation. Yeah. So the more you do that, you become better. Don't you think you attract more opportunities? Yeah, rather than asking, well, how come I don't have opportunities at work? How come I always being overlooked for promotions? All this thing is because probably you're not good enough. Yeah, you need to admit that. And the only way to good enough is not like you dedicate 1 month just to improve yourself. No, right? Make it a habit to read maybe 1 paragraph per day on the book that can help you become better. How about that? All right, that alone, you might not see the changes like tomorrow, but when you accumulated it, you know better. So therefore, don't you think you can make a better decision? All right. Okay, so this is also another way that you can change your life. Okay, now the third one. The third one I think is super important as well, if not the most important, is you make a decision to become rich. How about that? Okay, so you might think, okay, it's not about money. You're thinking about money is bad. It's the root of all evil. So many things, right? Don't care first. All right, make the money first, and then you decide what to do with it. If you don't like the money, donate all away. It's fine. Okay, yeah, but because you cannot make that statement, that philosophy, if you haven't had it before. Make sense, right? Because it's not about bragging wealth. Is having money give you more options in life, right? It buys you time. If you lack of your financial standing or capacity, then you have no choice. You need to go to work every day. Agree or not? Someone else own you, at least from 9 to 5. You cannot choose that I want to go here today or tomorrow. Can I do that? Like, you cannot choose to spend more time with your family because you need to work. In order to do anything, you need to apply leave, right? So it's a rather limited life, isn't it? And not so long after that, you realize, oh, I already old. I cannot do much. Okay? So therefore, I think that is someone that becoming rich or they have a lot of freedom in life. It doesn't happen randomly. Yeah, it happened because then in some point in their life, they make a decision to make more money. Okay, so these are the 3 decisions you can actually think about, if you want to improve your life or go to the next level. Are you guys okay with this? So far? Yeah, I give you 3 first, right? 3 options for you. Yeah, this is to address people that tell me, Iverson, I don't know what to do. All right, so now you know. Yeah, just choose one. Okay, cool. So how many of you here like this information so far? Type the word me. Okay, all right, cool, nice. Okay, now once you know about this information, then I want you to actually understand that you might hurt a lot of people saying this word before. Okay, I saw some comment here. All right, cool. So me. All right, thank you. So which means that your thoughts are aligned. Yeah, aligned with the universe. Yeah, the concept of have a growth mindset. So once we discover this, and then now I think we already established the important, right, to make a decision. It's not about what will happen first. It's about what you decide today, because you are creating a seeds for a better future. So, and along the way, I think you heard about something called everything happens for a reason. Have you heard about that? Right? A lot of people talk about everything happens for a reason. There's a higher meaning. Yeah, there's some message from me from the universe. Have you heard about that? Yeah, things don't happen to you, it happened for you. Okay, so if you are the one saying this all this while. So I'm not saying it's wrong. Yeah. So I just want you to observe this. When people will say this word, everything happens for a reason. Is it I was during good results time, everything just flows and then they are winning? Or people say this when they are failing or they don't get the result they want. Basically, they are frustrated. So when do you think people say this sentence? Everything happens for a reason. Okay, type 1 if it's during happy time or winning. Type 2 if it's a bad times. Okay, let me see. What is your thought on this? Maybe you're not the one saying it. Maybe your friends, your colleague. Okay, let's see the answer here. Okay, SG can say yes during bad times, right? Yeah, number two. Right? You think about this. If you just got a promotion, imagine, if you just got promotion, and then you're so happy, you want to call your family member to deliver this good news, and then you want to party with your colleagues. So would you say this promotion happened for a reason? No, right? Most of the time, what will you say then? Right? It's me, right? I do all the hard work. I deserve this promotion. Make sense? Right? So only if you don't get the promotion you deserve, you overlook for the promotion, your colleague getting the promotion instead, and then you're wondering why it's so unfair. And then after all this drama, you say, yeah, things happen for a reason. Right? Maybe there's a better path for me. I should think positive. And do you want to know the dose of reality here? So yes, it happened for a reason, but the reason could be just as simple as just because you make a stupid decision. Yeah, it's also a reason, right? Yeah, so sometimes there are no bigger plan for you. Yeah, that design because you feel at this, there's a bigger plan or divine plan for you. No, sometimes it's just as simple as because you make a stupid decision that lands you to all those troubles right now. Make sense? Yeah. So therefore, we also need to know, using BaZi, how do we actually minimize for us to make some wrong decision in life? Yeah, because some decision that if we make it, sometimes it take longer time to recover. For example, like if you're a gambler and then you mess up your investment, and then maybe you can own the bank like few millions of dollars. Yeah, and make it hard for you to do something else. You need to spend another 10 years just to clear the debt. Yeah, we don't like that. Okay. All right. So therefore, how do we actually avoid this? How do we avoid the mistake? And fortunately, in our BaZi, yeah, it can give you some guidelines. Okay, some guidelines about what to do and what to expect, so you are more aware of it. So therefore, you can minimize or even avoid those mistakes completely. Yeah, that is one of the reason I use BaZi, and to see, right, what kind of mistakes. So do you guys want to know this or not? Predict your next big mistake. Okay. Are you interested to know this? Yeah, I think that's the reason why you're here today, right? Is to know, how do I predict? Okay, so before I do that, help out to share this post to your friend. Yeah, can you click the share button so more people can benefit from this? Let's take like 5 seconds to do this right now. Okay, like and share this post, this Facebook Live, so you can benefit more people. Okay, if you're done, type the word done. All right, then we can continue. All right, cool. So thanks. Yeah, thanks for paying this forward. Yeah, because sometimes my own 1% power is limited. Yeah, with your help here, all of your help here, then I can actually extend this or send this information to more people. Yeah, to those who need it. Yeah, especially someone that constantly making this wrong decision in life. All right, I see a lot of you already shared. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. And Now, how do we actually do this? How do we do the prediction? So the first step here, I want you to take out your parter chart. I assume you already have your own parter chart. Okay. All right. So you want to predict your mystic, right? But mystic, there always a timeline, right? We cannot say this is mistake will happen, but you don't know when. It could be 20 years from now. Yeah, that one is not a prediction. Yeah, that one is you just meeting up. So we don't want that. We want a time frame. So we restrict the time frame on next year. How about that? Because we are almost reached to next year. Do you want to know what kind of big mistake you're likely to make next year? All right. So therefore, next year is a year of a snake year. Yeah, it's a year of our snake. Then this is the 2025. All right. So now, so why is 2025? So you can know it, you can prepare, and if you know it earlier, you can prepare and even avoid it. Make sense? All right. So this is a high level information I haven't shared, but this is the group. Anyone who attending today Facebook Live, you're able to actually receive this piece of information. Okay, cool. So now, how do we read this? So first of all, first step just now, what you should do, take out your parter chart and your own parter chart. Then I'll show you how to actually analyze or predict your next mistake in 2025. Okay, now. Okay, so I just give you example of a parter chart. All right, this is a sample on screen, so I can guide you properly here. So I want you to focus only on the day master. All right, the day master here. So in this case here, the day master is here. Just in case you're new, you're totally new to this, you just plotted your parter chart, you don't know where is the day master. I just highlighted for you here, right? So that is the day master right under the day pillar. Okay, so now in that pillar, that is an element. They only have 5 possibility, either fire, water, wood, metal, or earth. Do you see that? In this case, in this example here, this one will be wood element. Do you see that? Okay, so which means you need to check. Once you're able to derive which elements you belongs to, I want you to share it on the comment box right now. If you're fire, just type fire. Yeah, so or water or metal or earth or wood. Okay, no plastic element, all right? Yeah, only 5 elements, guys. Yeah, one time someone just told me that their element belong to plastic element. So advanced. Okay, let me see the response here. Okay, Regina is earth. Okay, Rupa is earth. Daphne is earth as well. Wow, so many earth people here. Okay, Sophia is gung, metal. So you need to know whether it's yin or yang. All right, either it's just fire, earth, or anything. Okay, Lucky Boo is wood. Okay, Melissa Tong is metal. All right, I think you got it. All right, you know how to check on it. If you don't know, just refer back to your parter chart and then look into this. Okay, that is your day master. Okay, all right. I think most of you know how to locate that day master. So now, I'm going to share with you one, because prediction about mistake is complicated, and I'm also aware some of you are very new here. So I'll make it simple for you. Okay. So how do I do that is based on the information you derive from your chart just now. I'm going to give you the answer. All right. Is it better that way? You get the answer directly instead of analyzing the clash, the combination, the depth and emptiness, and due to a point, you also see a lot of stars. Okay. The stars of confusion. We don't like that. No good. Okay. So now, since there are only 5 possibility in terms of the elements, so I'm going to share with you the 5 biggest mistake that you could make. But not all the 5, but depends on the element. So now I want to start with this because mistake could come in so many forms. Today I'm going to cover in terms of financial mistake. Okay, because by getting wealth, you can change your destiny, right? Don't you agree? By getting more wealth, you have options to work or not to work. Yeah, you can provide better education for your children. Yeah, you can have a better healthcare just in case you fall sick, right? So, and you can enjoy life. So therefore, I'm going to actually narrow down the aspect, boils down to money related. Are you guys okay with that? Okay. So this is the one. So if you're fire, okay. So if you're fire, okay. Some of you say can talk about health. Health is like that. Health, you don't care about the prediction. You take care of yourself. The best you could every single day. Okay. I know some of you asking, hey, Iverson, when we have high crisis, I always ask them why you want to know this. They say, so I can take care a year before. No. Do you know that a lot of health problems doesn't happen a year before? Yeah, it could be accumulation and it could be started 10 years ago. Right? When you try to predict health, right, most of the time you cannot do anything about it. So I would say you don't care. You just take care of your health starting today. Then you can avoid it. Not a year before or 2 years before. Probably it's too late. Okay. All right. So let's talk about from wealth perspective here. If you're fire, okay. So if you're fire, type the word yes if you're fire here. Let me see how many of you belongs to fire element. Okay. Quite numbers of you have fire. If you're fire, the mistake you could make in 2025 in terms from finance or wealth is you have a lot of lost opportunities. And why your opportunities a lot, but you don't take action because you think too much. And when you think too much, yeah, those other people will seize up those opportunity, and then you don't get it. Okay, a lot of lost opportunities. So that would be the mistake you could make in terms of that. For example, like you discover, let's say you're an investor, right? You already analyze the area you think is good to invest in or whatever, but you still you don't do it, right? You're afraid. Although you really do research, it's quite good. Yeah, so you're afraid, and then after you wait for quite some time, it's gone. So it's the cost of opportunities. All right. Okay, fire. Remember this. Yeah, so you don't want to wait too long. Of course, you need to do research, but if you delay it, this one might not be just about investment. How about you go for a job interview and then someone offered you a job and then say, oh, this is not good enough yet. I want to wait 1 or 2 days. And the moment you do that, your current opportunity is lost. Okay. All right. So I want you to have a deadline, clear deadline to make a decision. Don't wait too much. Yeah, this is the thing. Okay. So, and then it can also apply to relationship as well, of course. All right. It means that, if you want to pursue someone, you like someone, you want to ask for a date or whatever, all right, yeah, don't hesitate. Because they'll be gone without you knowing it. Yeah, probably someone else also interested in them. And just because you take longer time to decide, those opportunities gone. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, that is the fire element. Now, this is the first element out of the 5. Now, if you're talking about the wood, the wood here is kind of a opposite of the what I told you just now. The wood, the reason they make mistake because they are greedy. Yeah, they actually take in so many that they could shallow. Yeah, so therefore, I would say that if you're wood, don't be too greedy. All right. So, which means sometimes greedy means you gamble, right? You want to make more money, and then you might fall into scams, right? Like Ponzi scheme. All right, because that how they can actually trick people to get into that scam, because people generally are greedy, right? If you practice gratitude, or if you discover there are some red flags in the scheme or the investment fund, don't do it, right? Because of this greed, you might get this emotion get the best of you, and then you might make some illogical decision, and this lead to financial issues. or very likely someone, or you might get in touch with some scam. So you need to be clear-headed when to think about it, especially some very suspicious or the kind that too good to be true kind of investment. So therefore, that one would be area you need to look into. Okay, if you look into this, apply to a job. Sometimes you want to get promoted, you try to absorb all responsibility, you want to grab everything, and in the end, you cannot do it because it's too much. You overwhelm, you burn out. Then it create more problems that does not need to exist in the first place. And because you cannot produce, you're burnt out. There's so many things that you cannot handle, right? Then in the end, you might got fired. All right, because you are greedy. You want to grab everything. Yeah, it could mean like this as well. Okay, now for the metal, yeah, if your is the metal element, so metal element is about you having a wrong business idea. Okay, so this year your logical thinking might not this year, I say 2025. All right, so 2025 be a year that you might hear some fake news, or you have a wrong business idea. Wrong business idea could be you want to do something you're so passionate, but might not be what the market want. Okay, so it could be your self-indulge, or you're so into your own world that you fail to decipher what the market wants right now. Okay, so this one could be or one-sided thinking. So this is a time. Yeah, this is a 2025 is a great time for you to open up to new ideas, getting opinion from others, especially from the expert. So you have a balanced view of something. All right. Otherwise, you venture into something that glaringly is not good, but in your mind somehow you think it's a good deal, and then you went into it, and then you lost money. Okay, or you start a business that no one want to buy. Probably it's a sunset business. It could be. Okay, or you apply for a job that probably is to a lot of people is not good, but somehow you're the only one think it's a good deal. Okay, so therefore, this is a time for you to improve yourself, learn more, do more research, and get more opinions. All right. Yeah, so because metal so also means that you want to ask people for opinion, better don't ask from metal people. Probably they're also as clueless as you are. All right. Okay, that is metal. So the next one, let's move on to water. So if you're water, how many of you are water? Okay, give me a show of hand. How many of you here has the water element? Okay, all right, cool. So if you are water element, if your water element means something like this, it means that there are high tendency for you to offend people, yeah, without you knowing. You said the wrong word unknowingly to your boss, and you're wondering why your boss don't like you. It could easily happen in 2025. Okay, so I need to be conscious about what you say and have the wisdom to know when to say something. Okay, all right. Sometimes we can tell some white lies, right? So we need not to be honest all the time. Okay, for example, like your boss just bought a new dress. He just asks you, "What do you think?" Yeah, and then you think that it look like a beggar or something, right? But you don't tell your boss anything. Just say, "Wow, it looks great. It looks good on you." Okay, and then if your boss happy, you will happy. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so because here talking about mess up connection, so which means that also there could be some misunderstanding. All right, so that might hinder you from actually getting your job done. So there'll be hindrance. So be careful in terms of what you say. All right, so now it's next year, right? So which means you have a lot of time to improve your communication skill. You get a book about, how do you communicate with your boss? How do you manage difficult bosses? That could be one of it. Okay, all right. So, but nowadays is a lot of people that actually especially right now in period 9, the job type is actually very diverse. Yeah, there are a bunch of people that are actually making a lot of money from our social media. They become the KOL, the key opinion leader, or the social media influencer or celebrity on there, right? And of course, they would like to share their opinion about something, their approach. So if you have this water just now, so which means that you need to watch out what you say. You might say something wrong, and then people just boycott you. It could be something like this, and then therefore you lost your stream of income. Yeah, maybe you accidentally share your point about religion. That is very sensitive, and you didn't aware, and because of that, people will boycott you or unfriend or unfollow you, or you lost some, I would say, advertisement deal. Yeah, so need to be more pay attention on that part. All right, that is water. So now the next one here is, what is the last? Okay, the earth. Okay, now how many of you here, your day master is the earth element? Type the word me. Let me see who you are. Okay, great. Okay, so if your day master is this earth element, then probably the next big mistake you could make here is you're cutting corners. Because you want something fast, you might overlook a certain regulation or certain protocol, and therefore it might get you into legal troubles. Okay, or maybe, right, or products. Let's say you're baking cakes, and nowadays all the raw ingredient price become higher, and then you try to reduce certain ingredient inside, and that actually changed the quality of the cake, and then you lost a lot of customer because of that. Okay, so here say that, or you want to, this is a time you don't want to mess with all this bookkeeping, like auditing, about your accounts. You make sure everything is clean, everything is proper. Okay, so when I say cut corners, it could be also you do something, that you don't know is illegal because you want it fast, you do it, then you get yourself into trouble. It could be compliance, it could be something like this. Okay, so remember that you need to know what you're doing to avoid all this issue. Check first. Okay, all right, because legal trouble also costs a lot of money. Do you know that? All right, so make sure everything are proper, follow the rules, and all the regulation. All right, cool. So what I just go through just now is all the 5 potential mistakes, especially related to money, that you could make in 2025. It's coming soon. All right. So what you need to do is not to wait until 2025. Train yourself right now. Get ready, get prepared, so you can actually avoid it. It's not just about prediction. Why you want to predict is because you know how to avoid it. Okay, for example, like that if you're wood, right, you might get greedy, right? So be careful when someone try to sell you some investment fund, that it seems like it's not legit, or something that's too good to be true. You better be more careful, because if it's not out of greed, you might lose everything. Don't you think this information important, that you know earlier, before the years come? Then you have some ample time to prepare for it. Okay, do you like this information that I shared? The first piece of information? Type the words yes if you like this. Okay, let me check the comment box here. It's moving too fast. Let me just slow down the part here. Okay, all right, cool. So let's see some questions that you want to ask me. Okay, let me check. Okay, some of you asking like, what about the snake? The snake is just the animal sign, and the animal sign contains the energy. So the snake is not the physical snake. So it's just like 2025 is the year of snake. So it contains the snake energy, and you know that the snake is a traveling star. So which means next year is a year that things will happen very fast. People will do things fast. So a lot of things will become obsolete. And if you are doing things slow, you're not someone that actually don't have the ability to do things fast, or you keep delaying things, or you are a procrastinator, then you're having issue in catching up in 2025. Yeah, that is the generic characteristic of the snake energy. Okay, cool. Okay, now, so once you have it, so I want to also share with you some information about. Do you want to know who will actually likely to make a better decision in 2025 among all the people here? There are some group here that have a higher chance to make a right decision. Okay, so now I want you to take out your parter chart again and look at your day master. All right. So if your day master is wood element, okay, if a day master is a wood element, in 2025, suddenly you are more alert, you are more intelligent, you can size up and make a better judgment in 2025. Remember the day master? Right? How many of you here are wood? It could be yang wood or yin wood, does not matter as long as it's a wood element. Okay, if you have that, then which means that you belong to this a good decision group. So there are high chances they can make a good decision because they have a better judgment, they are more clear, and they can see the whole big picture. Yeah, that is who they are for 1 year, 2025. Okay. Wow, I see so many of you here actually is wood, which is good. And now there are one more. All right. Beside the wood element, another element also able to make it to this good decision group in 2025 is metal element. So how many of you here belong to metal element? You also share the same power, the same superpower. Yeah, in 2025. Only 1 year, of course. After 1 year, then we went back to normal. So therefore, yeah, so it's good, right? So this is the one that you can look into to this. Okay, all right. So you have to find someone good also, because even though the metal can make a good decision, yeah, they might not be so good in business idea. Remember just now the metal also not so good in business idea, right? But beside than that, you can ask them question. Maybe not on the business idea. You get what I mean? You need to combine the information I shared just now until now. Okay, all right. So metal and wood. So the wood is good, right? But wood also greedy. Yeah, for 2025, right? So don't ask them about something related to a hanky-panky investment, or something that very suspicious or very scammy or cheesy, whatever. Don't ask them. Except that you can ask the wood person. Okay? All right. Do something like this. Now, this is how you apply astrology. Okay, but the next question here is, how about the rest of them? Right? So about the metal and the wood, even you able to actually knowing this, but we also need to do research, right, to ensure that we get the right decision. So I want to share with you right now is what constitute right decision. Yeah, so how do you know, or what you need to check to ensure that you make a right decision? So just to tell you in general first, most of the time, if your decision make is not for just better now, but is better in the future, or maybe the next generation, very likely those are the good decision, right? Because most of the time people make decision, they are not making a real decision. They are making a decision just to change the way they feel right now. They just want to adjust the emotion. For example, one individual, he's so pissed off with his boss, And because he's so angry at that time, he decided to resign and then to start the business. So is this decision solving a real problems or just to change the way he feel at that moment? Yeah. So as you know, he just tried to feel better at that moment and then he make a lousy decision. Agreed? Right? How many of you here been through that before? You're so pissed off and then you write a long email to your colleagues to voice out your dissatisfaction. And after one day, you feel regretted. You're asking yourself, how come I actually I'm so foolish? I write out the so lengthy email. It doesn't look good on me, that kind of thing. All right. So therefore, this is you need to know that first. So which means if the decision you make for more long term, the chances of hitting a right decision is better. So what are the framework to this? So I want to tell you the decision making secrets. The keyword here is not about something you're able to see, but something we fail to see that screw up our decision. It's not obvious, something obvious. It's something that is not obvious. For example, you think about aging. Yeah, all of us here, especially after 25 years old, don't you think our body are aging daily? Maybe not very significant to a naked eye, but it's actually getting older and older. Our muscle, everything, the bones will degenerate as we get older, right? But we fail to see that until we hit maybe 50 years old or 60 even. Then they regretted, how come I got this pain, I got knee pains, right? So it's something you cannot see because when you're young, you feel like almost the same, even 30s, right? But what you didn't see is you're getting older. So the fact, your ability to acknowledge that part, that something happening behind the scene, just because you cannot see it from your naked eyes does not mean it's not happening. All right. So that is the key point. That's why if you can see it, probably you're able to take care of yourself earlier, adopt a healthier lifestyle. You can prevent some issues at your older age. Make sense? Okay, because it's long term. So now, I also can look into wealth. Right? A lot of people don't see our wealth issues until they hit their 50s. Right? And then what commonly they will blame, I'm already no one willing to hire me. All right. So, and there's a discrimination of age, so, and I cannot look for other job because no one want to hire me because I'm too expensive. So this problem is real. Yeah. And then if you ask how come this group of people land into this situation, it's because they fail to see their wealth is deteriorating. Right? They keep thinking saving money is good enough, right? But the inflation all the time will beat your saving. So you're actually losing money. You don't feel it because every month you got salary. You think you're okay. But your energy getting lower as you age, right? You cannot perform as much as you were young before. So therefore, all these little thing that we fail to see that create problems, future problems when we hit like maybe late 40s or 50s, right? So have you knew someone that at those age have this problem? They are smart. They could be the smartest people around. They could be the most hardworking people in the room. Yeah, but only one thing, they fail to see something. They don't know what they don't know. So now, back to our own situation right now, bring back to our own personal situation. I want you to ask yourself what you fail to see right now. Yeah, you're still okay. The day just function as normal, but something happening in the backgrounds gradually and without any notice. And then after some time, you start to see problems. Okay, so the way we use astrology is not to just solve the problem that's happening right now, because that is a short term. We also want to prevent a future potential problem by seeing long term. Long term means something you cannot see. So in astrology, in metaphysics, the long term or the behind the scene that working, that functioning right now is this. We use the word period 9. Okay, period 9 is an energy. Okay, period 9 is an energy. that governs 20 years. So that's why on here, the screen here is 2024 until 2043. 20 years. So you might not feel it, right? But it does not mean it's not happening. So which means energy are transiting, are changing. So the way we make money is different. The way we approach our job is different. And what kind of skill we need to adopt to become relevant in today's world, today's marketplace, also different. But some people cannot see their field to change. They always say something like, I hope one day the world will return back during the pre-pandemic era. Right? People hope, but things already changing. You cannot just undo it. It's already happening. Yeah, so it depends on whether you can see it and embrace the trend. Yeah, that is the key to make a good decision moving forward. Agree? So while we cannot see the background, but today I hope to help you to give you a perspective. How does it look like? Okay, so I just share with you this first for you to think about. Okay, how many of you here heard about industrial age? This happened, probably you haven't born yet. This one is the late 18th century, to early 20th century. Okay, this is the period about what? Manufacturing, agriculture, transportation, a lot of factory, right? So it's the changes from hand production into machines. So that's why they build a lot of factory, and that's how the city are developed. Yeah, they focus on, they'll attract people to work in the factories. So there'll be a lot of investment of infrastructure. Yeah, because they're required to transport those things, right? So logistic. So therefore, this is the rise of industrial working class. And after that over, we shifted to what? Information age. So information age is this one begin, I think, around 20th or mid 20th century, and it continue even until now, right? This is the time we call this what? Digital revolution. Yeah, this is a transition from this analog to digital. Yeah, this is the time, right? So, and this is also where we introduce to computing and internet, a global exchange of information, automation, and robotics. So this is a time that people no longer focus a lot into industrial. They focus a lot of information, teaching, right? And then internet, so people can actually exchange information at the global level. Yeah, and then this is how we work. So people, a lot of service economy will thrive, like finance, healthcare, education, and entertainment, because a lot of data exchange through internet. So this is where we call this the knowledge economy. Okay, it's the knowledge, because anyone have the best knowledge wins. That's why you see this is the knowledge economy. So now the question here is, yeah, are you someone that have a lot of knowledge? No longer the labor forces like industrial age, because most of it can be replaced by robotics or automation. So now who own the best knowledge will win. And now the shift happened again under information age, because now if you want to search data, you want to look out for some information, how hard it is. It's super easy, right? Nowadays, you can search the Google or Chat GPT or whatever AI platform. You can get information is overloaded. Yeah, when information are overloaded, so the ability for people to retain their attention on something become extremely challenging, because there are so many video feeds every day, reels, right? So therefore, now we are in period 9, we are transiting from knowledge economy into attention economy. The one that garner the most attention wins, because nowadays we are overloaded with information. Our problem right now is never about lack of information. Agree? There are so many free information around. So because of that, attention become a scarcity, because everyone want to fight for attention. This is when under this attention economy, a new job are created, a new money are created, what we call the rise of content creators. As people want to publish video contents, right? So don't you think or podcasts? So now this is a new way of making money. So if we don't know about it, we keep thinking we are in the knowledge economy, then you'll find or discover later on how come it's become harder to make money. Right nowadays, a content creator salary could be more than a CEO. That's why you see a lot of youngsters right now. Their ambition is not to become or to climb the corporate ladder. Their aspiration or the ambition is probably to become YouTubers or KOL, yeah, or online celebrity. So it's a different world. So in summary, right now, the currency, yeah, for period 9 right now is attention. Yeah, that's why we call right now is the attention economy. So the first question here is how can you benefit from it? So let me ask you, are you good in getting attention or attract attentions or not? Type the word yes or no in the comment box. Let me see. Because now this is the background, we don't see it, right? But it does not mean it's not happening. Yeah, you can ignore it. You say, the over is still there. It's already long gone. Yeah, before you knew it. So now, let me check the comment first. Okay. Some of you say yes. Some of you say no. John Lee say half. Okay. Eva say no. So now is that ability. So even is no, right, does not mean you cannot learn it. But I think the first change happened with awareness first. Yeah, always starting with awareness by knowing it. But the thing here is the parter chart can tell you that aspect as well. Do you want to learn how to detect this? Okay, let me show you your chart here to tell you your attention, attracting attention ability. So let me show you this chart here. In your parter chart, I want you to actually look into this element, only these 4 elements here, either RW, HO, IW, or 7K. Okay, any of these elements can represent attention elements. Especially you require this if you want to become a KOL or influencer to make money, a YouTubers, or you're doing anything online, you want to attract attention, this element is helpful. And then some of you might think, right, I'm not an influencer, I'm not a KOL, I'm just a HR. Yeah, so or procurement department, I don't rarely meet people, I'm just an accountant, I'm doing account. So, but you still need to attract your boss attention, right? Right, you must learn how to promote yourself. Or at least your boss know you are important in the company or organization, agree? So it's not just because in the online world. This attention economy also got to do with your ability to promote yourself. So we call this self-marketing. Okay, so now just let me show you back this 4 attention element first here, RW, HO, IW, and 7K. And now I want to look at your barter chart. Your barter chart again. And I want you to look for either of the 4 elements that I showed you just now. This one, RW or HO or IW and 7K. Okay, so now for this person is having here. Okay, just example. So this is the one. So this person have 1, 2, 3. I want to check your chart whether you have all these attention elements or not. And I don't want you to think if you have this attention element, you should be an extrovert. No. Okay. Is it possible that being an introvert, but yet you can garner attention? Is it possible, guys? Do you need to talk 24/7 to get attention? Some people didn't talk much, but people pay attention to them. Because when they talk, there's a lot of wisdom behind it, right? So this one nothing to do with introvert or extrovert. Okay, so I want to see your chart. Do you contain this element or not? If you contain this element, it's easier for you to benefit from this attention economy. Yeah, somehow by default, you know how to pull that off. Okay, hopefully for good attention, because attention does not mean good or bad, right? So of course we don't want a bad attention. For example, like if you have a lot of this element, every time you late to work, somehow people will know. We don't like that. But we want that if we did a great job, that our boss will notice, right? So therefore, this one is how you use those elements. Yeah. So the exercise just now is to discuss, whether you have this element or not. If you have it in this economy, in this attention economy, which is this, then you have a better chance to succeed. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the one here. So therefore, I want you to know, yeah, regardless whether we have this element or not, do you see a need, yeah, to have some sort of platform for you to express yourself, to have attention, or a place that people can know you, especially in the digital space, especially right now, if you go for a job interview, right? So do you think they just look at your CV? No. They also look at your LinkedIn profile. Agree or not? Right? It's a very different world right now, because I get to know someone. Yeah, it's a mutual friend. He actually got shortlisted for the third round, if I remember correctly, of the interview. And then later they called it off because they discovered that his LinkedIn profile is not complete and all these things. And then he don't get to the third interview. Yeah, it's a different role. So all the HR right now, probably they are a great LinkedIn user. Okay. So therefore, this is the part that you want to look into. Okay. So therefore, in summary, yeah, just to tell you, you want to make a good decision, right? Better those decisions you're going to make is something got to do with your digital presence. Because if you don't have digital presence, technically you do not exist in period 9. Yeah, this attention economy. So let this be a wake-up call. And people fail to notice it because it happens so gradual. It's very subtle in the background. And once it's become, I would say, obvious, probably it's really too late. Okay, let me give you an example here. Remember, there's a time people talk about cryptocurrency. All right, back I think 7 years or 8 years ago, then it started to get a bit hot there. So that is always a time for that, right? So if you overlook it, because that one, there's no urgency. Some people talk about it, but you might ask, right, is it real or not? Is it legit or not? But in 2020, right, suddenly the Bitcoin just rise, right, that time. Yeah, so that time, everyone know about it already. So is this still an opportunity? Maybe yes, maybe no, because it become general knowledge. Everyone talk about Bitcoin already. Yeah, you should buy it like 6 years earlier, where you can use Bitcoins to buy pizza. Few Bitcoins. Nowadays, one Bitcoin can buy so many things, can buy you a house, right? Do you see that? So therefore, when you wait something become too obvious, it becomes general knowledge. You are late to the game. So one of the part of using astrology is get to know what is the background information. And the background information resides in period 9. Okay, let's say I say, hey, I want to know about the background of information here. So the 3 lines here contain the codes, yeah, about the future, about what you can do. You need to be fast before those information become general knowledge. General knowledge means everyone knew about it. Yeah, even your neighbor grandma knew about it. That one probably is too late. Okay, so now how do we benefit from this? So I can help you out a little bit to give you some idea. What is this? How do we decode the secret of period 9? So what you're going to do is something related to digital, or something to improve the speed of something, maybe through ordering a product online, or getting services faster, quicker, or anything got to do with AI, or anything got to do with spirituality. These are the top demand in period 9. Okay, so I give it to you now. So what you're going to do with it is up to you. You can wait. Obviously, it's not illegal to wait, but it's painful later on because you say, I should have done it early. right? I think you have some form of good luck. You're able to attend today's session. You get to know. I would like to believe the universe want you to know this piece of information, and then it depends on you whether you want to act on it or not. All right. So it's something revolve around this. So like me, I knew this in 2019. That time I created a class in about period 9. That's where I share with my students in KL. Yeah, this is back 5 years ago. Right. So some at that time, maybe majority of the people probably don't know Bitcoins unless you're the investor, but most of them don't know, right? But nowadays, everyone knew about it. So that's the time we're talking about how do you look into the background, the evolution, yeah, or the era, so we can tap into it. So that time, this is where I show about the feng shui or the strategy, how to get it done. And that time, I did share about wealth direction. Okay, where the wealth direction flows to, right? You want to be on the receiving end so you can get the benefits. Do you want to know? Yeah, the wealth direction for the future. Okay, now in that class 2019, I talk about cryptos a lot. I'm not suggesting which crypto to buy because I'm not a fund manager. I don't have the right to do so. So I just tell them this is the attention area. You do your own research. Okay, some of them follow. They see a good return in 2020. All right. So, and I also did so many classes after that. In 2020, I talk more about AI, talk about the emergence in AI. A lot of people think AI is the in thing, right? But do you know the term AI actually existed like 20 years ago or even longer than that? It just happened that now people start to see the importance of it. So imagine the time you do some investment in an AI company, and in 2024, what happened? Right? You see the burst, right? Okay, this is what I taught mostly in 2020. And then how about 2024? So like this year, what do I talk most of the time? I'm talking about digital wealth. Because in period 9, eventually all money or wealth are generated online. So the question I'm telling you right now, right? You can act on this 10 years from now, probably that time is probably too late. And now you know it. I want you to ask yourself one question first. What are you? Is your income source right now is something got to do with online or not? All right. If it's not, it's fine. Can you create a part-time business or side gig that got to do with online business? So you don't need to quit your job, but you have something to work upon. And over times, right, if you're able to do it well, yeah, then after even you retire, this can carry on, right? Or probably you can retire young if you're able to pull that off, right? So therefore, this is a decision you need to make. Yeah, because today's session is all about decision. It's about making the right decision. And like I told you just now, the good decision, most of the time, not to solve the current pain. Is to ensure that you don't have a long-term pain in the future. Right? So for example, like if you ask a healthy person to eat vitamin, probably they don't entertain you because they are healthy right now, right? They don't see a need to, they're full of energy. Right? When someone see the need to eat something is when they have pain. For example, like right now, if you have a strong headache or maybe you have a migraine even, what you need that time? Do I need to convince you to take aspirin or paracetamol? No, need not, because it's a short-term pain you want to eliminate first, right? You take aspirin every single day of the week if they just to cure the headache. So normally people behave, they react to short-term pain, but they fail to see the long-term pain. So I want you to take a moment to think about, right, what are the things you didn't do right now that lead to a long-term pain? Okay, so if you want to prepare to sustain your income for the next 20 or 30 years, so you have some side income, additional income, probably I would advise you to think about to start some online business. Because in period 9, I would say job security no longer exists. If you're thinking about I'm actually work in a big company, I can work there forever, think again. It doesn't work anymore in period 9. Period 8, the period before, yes, it could be. Just like you study hard, you get a job as a lawyer or engineer or doctor, you can secure your future, right? But in period 9, no. You can got fired anytime. Now you should see this already happening. So no matter whether you have a job right now, it's not secure. So don't you think it's the best time right now, since this is the trend moving forward, to have a digital business? Yeah, if you agree with this and you want to know more, type the word yes in the comment box. I want to see how many interested party on this. Because if you say yes, means you're willing to look at long term, not just a short term. Short term, you feel good. I got the job, right? I can enjoy, but how long will it last? You know that you will get old eventually. Your boss will change. The company will change, right? Okay, I see some of the yeses coming in. Okay, John Lee, Wow, Kwan Chan. Okay, so can I show you a way to do this by sharing a step-by-step framework teaching you how do you generate profit from online business or online platform using the help of Chinese metaphysics? So which means that the online business might not be related to metaphysics, but you use the right time, the right date, from metaphysics to help you to boost the results. Okay, all right. Okay, I see so many interested party here. That's great. So for example, like something like this, just to show you this. In your party chart, your hour pillar, your hour pillar actually represent your $1 million products. So a lot of people don't know what to sell. How do I price my item? What is my target market? All the answer is in the hour pillar. That's why I call this your $1 million products. So your barter chart can extract a lot of information to guide you to create a business. And the best part here is you don't even need to quit your job. So the risks are very low. So that's why a lot of people say, I want to quit my job to do a thing. I say, if you're not ready, better don't do it, because you still have a family to feed right now. Agree? Right? I don't want to be overly stressed, then you cannot perform in both areas, right? I don't want to get yourself into that kind of trouble. So therefore, I would say go slow, because online right now is very easy to start a business. You don't need a big capital to start a business to start with. All right. So if some of you are interested, I would like to invite those interested people to join me along with a group of students learning this. My new program called the Digital Entrepreneur Mastery Program. Okay, I'm going to do this online. It's a new program from me. When I say new program, it means that I only teach this once. Yeah, if you follow me for quite some time, I didn't repeat the same program. Okay, so if you're interested, these are the time to learn. How do you use metaphysics to guide you to create a digital business so you have an additional income source? Okay, so I'm going to share this information during this coming October. Let me show you the date first. Okay, these are the date, 5th to 6th of October. Mark your calendar. All right, so and these 2 days, I'm going to conduct via live stream to teach you how to actually combine metaphysics with your online business. Okay, this is important in this, I would say, generation. So now the investment cost here is $1,197. If you're interested, talk to the team, all right, to get more info about this. So now, let me share with you first. I actually write this program. I created this program for 4 types of people. All right, you need to check whether you belong to one of those. So the first group here is those who want to achieve high profit income stream without quitting their job. They want to start something rather than to wait until they're retired. And then the second one is anyone who want to start and grow online business. Probably they already have one right now. They want to grow it, so they need some help from metaphysics as well. Okay, and then anyone who want to seek for income continuity after retirement. Yeah, a lot of people I discovered their income just stopped the moment they're retired. Right? We don't like that. Especially you still need to rely on those income for living. All right. So, and then the fourth group here is anyone who feels financially lost in life. They don't know what to do. All right. So the metaphysics can give you clarity. What is the next step moving forward? What is suitable for you? Okay. Yeah. What is your destination that able to unlock wealth in your life? Okay. So these are the groups here. So let me review some of the syllabus. I structure this program into 5 pillars. If anyone want to use metaphysics to help them to generate more wealth online, you need to master these 5 pillars. Why 5 pillars, not 4? Because there are 5 elements in metaphysics, and each of them govern the aspect of making money. Would you like to know more about what is these 5 pillars is all about? Let me show you quickly here. So the first pillar is the wood pillar. All right, because wood represent growth. So it's about from ideation to profit blueprint. Have you actually have some friends that keep talking about ideas but they never execute? After 10 years, they're still the same. So, but some people, they want to execute, but they don't know how. They have an idea. So would it be cool if the metaphysics can help them to take an idea and then also list down the steps to create either a product or service? So from idea to profit, the whole process. Yeah, this is the wood. First pillar you must master. Otherwise, idea will stay as an idea. Okay, so now the next, because idea is the cheapest commodities on earth, agree or not? Everyone have ideas. Like last time when I want to buy a car, everyone give me ideas what car to buy. Different opinion. Some say this is the best car in the world. Some people say this is the worst car. You must avoid it. So idea cannot make you rich. Execution will. Okay. So this is the first pillar because wood represent growth. So the second pillar here is super important is your ability to attract people, to convince people, to influence people to pay attention to your products. Remember we talked about the attention economy. So it's not, a lot of people think, right? Okay, I hate to sell. Selling is not my forte, the kind of thing. So, but it's not really selling. Yeah, it's not really selling because selling is nothing more than influence. Your ability to influence someone. So if someone complain that say, how come my children don't listen to me? Probably your influence power is weak. If your influence power is weak, not only your children don't listen to you, probably your mate also don't listen to you, or maybe your dog also don't listen to you. Agree or not? So in the period 9, this phase here, your ability to make money is whether you have this ability to influence others or not. You think about YouTubers. How do they make more money? Because they can influence better. Yeah, people like to watch their videos, or people like to use their products. Yeah, so this is therefore the second pillar is related to fire, because fire in Bazi governs influence power. Because the fire can melt metal, can scorch the earth, can evaporate waters, yeah, can burn the wood. So they are the catalyst of change. Therefore, it governs the ability to influence and change. Yeah, so this is important. And then the third pillar, also important, is the earth. Earth is like the wealth, the gold mine. So do you realize that at this era, people spend most of their time using their phone? So which means a lot of attention is in the mobile world, the platform. So you also need to know how do you unlock the digital gold mine from social media. That's why it's an earth element. And then the third one, the fourth one here is metal. Because no matter what you have, you need a great plan to launch a product. So we call this a high performance product launch secrets. Okay, some people can get 5 figures. Some people can 6 figures. If you're able to hit 7 figures, it's pretty good. Okay, so how do you use metaphysics to help you? Like finding the right dates to launch, to do awareness, soft launch. There are stages, right? So therefore, all of this here, you will learn how to select the right date for you. Okay, so this is cool. And finally, the fifth pillar is about water. Water is about knowing that anyone can make money at certain year or certain month. But how do we ensure consistent income over time, right? I think all of us here, if we get lucky, we can make a lot of money for 1 month. Yeah, but it's not consistent. That's the problem, right? So therefore, how do we design the platform to ensure that we get consistent income over time? Don't you think it's important? That's why it's the water, the fifth pillar. Because water, the good water always flowing. That's how the economy works, right? It's always moving. If everyone stop buying, people don't willing to spend, the economy will die. So how do you make the water flowing, right? Money will go out, but it will come back 10 times more. So we need a flow. Therefore, water governance aspect. Make sense? So after these 5 pillars, it will form a framework. I just summarized everything here from the first pillar until the 5th pillar. So this is I would say, the framework that I'm going to cover in this digital entrepreneur mastery. Do you like this formula here? Yeah, I'm telling you, this would be the first class in the whole world that talk about how do you combine or use Chinese metaphysics to boost your digital business. Because you know, probably you already know, digital business is the way to go. All right, it's the future. So you don't want to wait 10 years from now only you realize this. Do it now. Nowadays, I see people know about it, but it's not saturated. Still, a lot of people haven't do it yet. Okay, so I would say you take this advantage to become the first adopter to the game. Okay, all right. So now, I'm going to use Yijing, Bazi, and Qi to this. And if you're a beginner, you might think, okay, can I learn Yijing, Qi and Bazi or not? Is it hard? Don't worry, because I designed this program also cater for someone that totally don't have background about metaphysics. I know how to do this because I started doing this like, how long? I think 7 years ago, I started teaching metaphysics. So I know how to train a beginner to use metaphysics to get results without the need to spend 10 years to understand the technicalities of it. Okay, and then I also want to add in one layer called the AI compliant to ensure that how do you integrate AI knowledge into this thing as well. Okay, so do you like this? This is the whole package about this digital entrepreneur mastery. So I'm going to do this in the month of October. So it's coming soon, probably a month or 2 from now. So I want you to take these opportunities, learn something, invest in yourself, to become relevant in period 9, if not thriving. So now, decision time. So this would be the main program. This is a new program. I haven't taught it before. So I want to share with you for this time. I know how many of you here, by the way, already enrolled? Type the word yes or something. I've been told that a lot of people enroll on this. So I'm going to join this group of people as well. So let them see, right? How many of you already enrolled? Okay, now you see. Check the comment. So if you decided to join us, you will actually learn this. There are a lot of people who are sharing this learning journey with you. Okay, and to learn something that not only to benefit yourself, because when you're able to add value to others by providing a good products or good services, you're helping others as well. Don't you think so? So if you're interested here, this would be the investment, 1197. And before that, right? So if you enroll today, I'm going to open the card again. So I'm to ensure that you get the bonuses. Okay. So after 24 hours, I'm going to close the card again. Then you cannot get this anymore. So let me share with you first. If you enroll with us right now, to secure the program, you get an additional bonus. The first one here is something related to feng shui. How many of you here, you intrigued or you're curious how feng shui can help you? Okay, so the bonus you're going to get here is feng shui activation for product launch, because the whole reason for product launch is to make profit. So I will teach you how to use feng shui activation to increase the chances of making more money during the product launch. Okay, and this is the first also the type of information I haven't reviewed before. So if you learn this, you'll be the first batch or could be the only batch in the whole world. Okay, so I'm going to give you as a bonus. So although I put there 497, but it's not for sale. Okay, I give this as a bonus for free for those who decided to join me on this digital entrepreneur program here. So now, and I also would like to add another bonus. Do you guys like the second bonus here? Okay, if you decided to join us today, yeah, the second bonus here would be this. 3 ways to attract elite noblemen into your life. A lot of people complain there's no one helping me and all those things, right? Probably you can find something to do or certain strategy to help you to attract not only noblemen. You want to attract elite noblemen, someone that can truly help you in the process. Make sense? Okay, so you're going to actually learn this part as well. So now let me just summarize everything for you. So this will be the main core program, what I call the Digital Entrepreneur Mastery. Remember the 5 pillars? So this is inside this program. And then if you choose to enroll with us today, then you get the first bonus about the feng shui activation. And if you do it even quicker, if you be the first 30, you get the second bonus is about the 3 ways to attract elite noblemen into your life. Okay, so this is only for the first 30. So, and I want you to get both as well. So in total, if you enroll this separately, it will cost you 2,197 as an investment fees. But today you can get everything listed above for 497. Okay, and this window will closing soon. If you think this is what you need to help you on to thrive in period 9, yeah, so you need to actually take action quickly. So there you go. This is the link here, joeyap.com/digital. And the team will also post the link in the comment box as well. So I want you to, if you want to secure all the bonuses, this would be the time. Okay, so joeyap.com/digital here. Okay, all right. So now this is just to let you know, this is the first digital entrepreneur program that bundle with Chinese metaphysics to make it even more powerful because it's relevant to people, right? We don't learn metaphysics for the sake of learning. We want to use it to help to improve certain aspect in our life. All right. So in this case here is digital business. So now, like I mentioned just now, this is perfect for all level of even your beginners, because I structured the program that way is easy to understand. Okay, so this one is you don't worry even you don't know anything, yeah, about Bazi or Yi Jing or something. So there's a lot of template you can just plug and play, which means you see this, you apply this. Okay, it will be something very simple. So now, if you actually cannot make it to the program, so there you go. This would be the we have this 7-day replay. So within this 7 day, you can watch it over and over again. Of course, I hope you can able to make it live to the program. So if there are some work reason or whatever reason you cannot attend, so rest assured there'll be a 7-day replay, not only just for the main program, but also for the bonuses as well. Okay, so this is why you don't worry about your schedule. All right, we make it convenient for you here. So now, if you divide it into like 365 days, every day your investment just like $1.40 per day, and in exchange for a golden opportunity to transform your financial destiny in period 9. Okay, bear in mind this is a once in a lifetime opportunities. Okay, so you might never know what is the outcome of your decision today. Agree? Right? Well, no one will know. But one thing is certain. You are either succeed or you could be one step closer to success. All right? So this is the one I want you to really consider, because the card will be closing in 24 hours. So you won't get the bonuses and everything if the card is closed. All right? So now mark your calendar. You'll be 5th and 6th of October to secure your spot, to learn something that could change your life forever. So in summary, this is the package. Talk to the team, Carrie and Desmond there to know more about this. Or if you already know, you already decided this is what you want, you just go there, joeyap.com/digital. Yeah, so we can be the first 30 to grab the second bonus as well. Okay, so this is the my upcoming program in October. Nice. Okay. All right. So this is it's cool. Now let me check the comment. Okay, now I would like to also have some time here for you to ask me questions. You have any Q&A? This is a Q&A session. I want to dedicate like 5 minutes here. You have any question related to whatever I shared just now about the elements, something you don't understand, you can actually ask me right now. Okay, so I'll do my best to help you to address your question. Okay, let's check. Okay. Let me read out the thing here. Okay, so you asked whether the element of the bad decision, is it static every year? No, it changed. All right, it changed every year, depends on the yearly animal sign. So for example, like the next year is a snake, right? So after the snake will be a horse year. So the meaning will be totally different. So that's the best part of BaZi because it changes over time, just like business, right? We work through cycles. Things might work last time, might not be work right now. Do you realize this happened quickly in period 9? Something, a method that can use to generate money for you, just like last year, but once this year arrived, it's no longer working. Yeah, so this is the nature of period 9. Things change pretty fast. If you think you found the holy grail or the formula to make money, and only to find that that method only work for a short period of time, right? So don't get disappointed. Yeah, because period 9 is like this. So you need to be fast. You need to be innovative. You need to be adaptive. You need to be proactive to looking for what the market wants. Because what the market wants in period 9 does not make sense anymore. So if you do a lot, if your decision relies a lot into consumer group study, right? Probably you're missing out big time about what they want because what they want change very fast. Yeah, which means that the needle, yeah, move very fast. So you need to be quick to adapt and change, yeah, to get opportunities. This does not apply only on this in the business world. This also applies on I would say the professional world as well. Okay, so now let me check some questions here. Let me take out my phone. Okay, so this question from what is DE means in year pillar. So some of you here, you might discover that you have a death, and DE stands for death and emptiness. If you discover the word DE in your year pillar represent the market. Okay, if you have DE there, DE means emptiness. So which means you're able to discover the gap in the market easier than anyone. So, and it's a good thing, right? Because you want to know the gap. A gap means that there's a need in the market that no one fulfilled the need yet. So you're able to spot that quicker than others. And if you take action, you are the first one to gain benefits. Okay, that's what it means, the DE in the year pillar. Okay, let's see any other questions here. Okay. Okay, some of you also are asking about the attention element. Okay, the attention element is your ability to market yourself. It could be as well. Yeah, the way you talk, the way you speak can garner attention. Right, so you're good at that. So if you have this, I would suggest you to actually think more about joining marketing role, sales, or business development, because this is, I would say, a high demand skill in period 9, one of the most sought after skill. Because in period 9 right now, in attention economy, if you know a lot of stuff, it does not make you special anymore. Because people can get all this information within few seconds by just searching from the phone. So the most sought after skill in period 9 is creativity. Are you creative or not? Creative in a way to garner attention. Yeah, that is the secret weapon of period 9. Okay, all right, great. So Thank you. Yeah, thank you for spending your time with me for the last 2 hours, perhaps. So, and I hope you learned a lot from today's session. Do you like the information I shared today? Do you like it? Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I hope you appreciate those information because I took a lot of time to prepare it, and these are the information that is new, is fresh from the oven, and I haven't shared with anyone yet. If you found those information useful, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, your loved one, so they can do something on it or at least prepare. Yeah, what to expect in next year. All right. So I hope you to join us in this program. Don't stop the journey. Yeah, continue to learn, continue to improve, continue to evolve. That because the world changed very fast in period 9. So I hope to see you in this coming October for this digital entrepreneur mastery program. Okay, there you go. This is the one. So grab it fast to secure the second bonus, and I see you on October. So till then, I wish all of you here have a great health and all the best in whatever you do, and hope you to find true happiness very soon. Until then, keep in touch. I'm Iverson Lee. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.